Assalamu alaikum, peace be unto you. My name is Yeson8, and for the purposes of press, it's spelled as S-H-A-K-E-E-L, and last name Syed, S-Y-E-D. I serve as the Executive Director of the Council, which is a federation of mosques and Muslim organizations in all of Southern California, serving over 500,000 Muslims. I'm honored to have with me some of my colleagues, member organizations who were introduced a little earlier, and later also joined by Council of American Islamic Relations, my sister Munira, and as well Sister Elaine from Shura Council. I am here to uphold my faith, and I'm here to also uphold democracy. Sex outside marriage or sex in the same gender, neither of that is allowed in Islam. We believe that indeed, as other speakers have eloquently expressed, that those who don't believe in this idea, they do have the right to exercise their freedom by protests, by lawsuits, and using any and all lawful and legal means, but most certainly not immoral, uncivil, illegal, and intimidating means as has been exercised in the past few days. We ask the people who are standing outside this hotel and calling upon all of us to give up our God-given right to uphold the family as our faith teaches us between a man and a woman. We will continue this struggle irrespective of how long and however uphill this battle will be. As people of faith and people of conscience, we will continue this struggle to uphold our faith and also uphold our democracy. I am calling upon those who oppose the existence of the family as man and woman has ever known in the history of humanity to either believe in God or believe in democracy. No other choice. Thank you very much.
G-A-R-L-O-W. Generally, when I speak, people tell me I speak too rapidly. They tell me I talk too fast, too energized. Today, I will talk slowly. I will talk slowly for the benefit of the media, so you can quote me accurately if you choose to. But I talk slowly because I come with a holy, righteous, God-given anger at what is happening in my state. Calling on governmental officials. This needs to be reiterated what Frank said a moment ago. Government officials to rise up and stop the hooliganism, the vandalism of our churches, widespread, the vicious attack upon the LDS Church in particular. This bigotry must come to an end, and we have a right to expect elected officials to do what the government is supposed to do, and that's to protect its citizenry. And we're not being rightly, adequately protected. Governor Schwarzenegger, if you are in Florida with the other governors right now, come home to your state and protect us from what is happening in the streets. Legal protest is acceptable, but the harassment and the vandalization of church buildings, the threats to pastors and other religious leaders is inappropriate. And you need to be home protecting your citizens who've spoken on this issue. Sirs said, let the people speak. Twice we have spoken. And when we spoke twice, we spoke twice, what did you say? But let the courts overturn it. In the climate in which we are in, language like that is incendiary to people who are trying to do harm, physical, bodily harm. Where were you, sir, when the couple was badly beaten in Carlsbad, aged 76 and 77 respectively, simply for putting a Yeson8 sign on their property? Where were you, sir, when the man in Modesto was beaten, 16 stitches under his left eye, on a church parking lot, a Roman Catholic church? His great crime was handing out Yeson8 signs. Where are you, sir, when your citizens are being attacked and churches are being vandalized as we speak? Where are you? I want to speak to the media. I've done over 500 interviews with the media, 125 of them plus on this topic. I thought it was done. I'll be doing Larry King tonight and Dr. Phil's show on Tuesday. I want to say a word to the media. When you report this, report accurately what we say. For 14 months, we as Yeson8 people have walked with insults. We have been called hate mongers. We have been called bigots. We have never retaliated. Hundreds of thousands of our signs have been stolen. The only time I heard of one of their signs being stolen, when I found out about it, I asked my administrative assistant, get the phone number of that person. I want to call him and personally apologize that anyone would take his no on 8 sign down, because it's wrong to do that. That's right. That's right. Media, I want to talk to you. I recognize the dumbest thing I could do is to offend the media at a media event. I have had events at my church where there have been 2,000 people present at a Yeson8 rally and 6 protesters, and you gave equal time to yes and no, and that is wrong. Don't leave here reporting a dozen people out there and hundreds who've driven miles to be here a part of this. Be fair to our message. Case in point, on the video clip you just saw, had they run it a few moments more, check me out on this. The reporter had the audacity to say, as you can see, there is anger on both sides. That was a woman named Phyllis Burgess, 69 years of age, who held up a cross. The cross was grabbed, thrown on the ground, and trampled. That is called a hate crime, reported as such. This has been the most thoroughly vetted amendment, referendum in the history of the United States. We have had this discussed. It's been repeatedly discussed. It was voted on. We won once. Judges could not accept that. A judicial oligarchy took it away from the people. So against enormous odds, staggering odds, the people rose up again. And against staggering odds, we won again. There are 30 states. If you want to report a national movement, report the national movement that 30 states have voted on this. And 30 states have voted in support of marriage being one man, one woman. The stories of Jim Franklin, a pastor in Fresno, who's had to have police protection because of threats against him. The mayor of Fresno, who's had to have police protection because of threats against him. And just like a schoolyard bully who tries to pick on the child that he thinks is most marginalized, they have focused on one particular religious and theological group, the LDS. The Catholic Church and the Evangelical Church are firmly united to stand with and